Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play Secret of Evermore. In the last episode, we have finally reunited with our dog. We beat Vigor the Indestructible in the Colosseum. And now we have to find the diamond eyes of the sacred dog in order to try to find a way home. So without further ado, I'm gonna head straight to the file select screen and mention some of the things I did since last time. I managed to bring the dog and the boy up one level, so now I believe... Or does the dog go up 2 levels? I know the boy went up to 17, and I brought the Crusader sword to level 2. Yeah, the dog made it to 15, so we made it up 2. And I also got the Crusader sword to level 2. So we're going to be able to do a level 2 attack with a sword from here on in. And if you go too fast on this little makeshift elevator, it is possible to walk on it like you're walking on thin air before the dog even gets there. Like, you have to be pretty fast in order to do it. I managed to accidentally do it on my way over to this place so I can level up the sword. And I'm also go ahead and show off the level 2 sword in action. Yeah, now that we're not using something other than a bone for a sword, we can do some mighty fine sword play with the gladiator sword. Why did I call it the Crusader sword if I even called it that at all? That's not until later in the game. I guess I must really like the Crusader sword. And I actually do like the weapons in the next world. We'll be going to other worlds, as I mentioned earlier in the Let's Play. So hey, might as well talk about the sword from one of them. Also, I'm going to go ahead and fight these guys for much needed experience and money and weapon experience. And I forgot to go into Blimp's Cave last time. Thankfully, I managed to abstain from going in there, so I can show off what I need to show off in there. When you come back here with the dog, Blimp will be excited that you found your dog. And he's got a formula that involves a dog. It's called Revive, and it actually revives a dog in battle. 3 parts root, 1 part bone. Bone's kind of expensive. I feel like I need to use the roots for heal and cure, because you're going to be using those a lot more often anyway. And you can level this up if you want. I'm not going to do it, because if you're having a hard time keeping the dog healed and cured and everything, something's odd. Something's off. Something's wrong. I mean, you can do this if you want, but you're going to be spending a lot of time leveling it up, and it's going to take a long time for it even match a dog biscuit, which only brings back 100, but it's still better than nothing. At that rate, even then, a dog biscuit and a simple heal will be more than adequate for what we're going to do. I also have 5,000 jewels. And might as well go ahead and buy some more limestone. Not too much though. I want to see if I can get that Amulet of Annihilation from that guy in the shop. I mean, it'd be worth it. And I'm not going to save right away. Instead, I'm going to go ahead and fight some more. And hopefully try to get that gladiator sword up to level 3 as well as I can. If I can do that, great. If not, oh well. I at least level it up a little bit. And I want to ensure that I get all the experience off these hits and off these kills, so that way... Oh, he's over there. Well, he'll be easy to take care of. Didn't expect him to go that way while I was up here. Alright. Let's go ahead and heal ourselves up. And I also realized that at this point I don't need to level up speed anymore. Because when I started casting speed while trying to bring the gladiator swords level up, and I checked my stats while speed was in effect, I found out that at this point in the game, casting speed at level 2 with the stats that I have now will bring my evade and hit percentages to 99. Highest I can get them. So at this rate, leveling up speed, not exactly recommended, and I didn't even know there was water there. I didn't even pick that up. Is that on the map at all? I don't think it... Oh, it was. And I completely forgot about it. Okay, so we have this broken bridge. We have to get to the other side of the west bank. Have to line yourself up at the center of the bridge, and then you have to run across. From there, you want to get the dog over to this pulley. Not sure what's pushing it around, but whatever it is that's pushing it around, it's working, and it's able to get us over here. Now, this is just like the lift in Crustacea. If we do save, it will respawn at this point, and we have to jump over the bridge gap with the dog in order to get back here again. Also, there are alchemy ingredients that I want to find, but I want to take care of the enemies first. Also, I should be charging up a sword. Don't know why I'm doing that. Probably because these guys will just go straight for your throat. You don't have time to level up the sword and finish the rogue off in less hits like you'd want. Okay, you gotta be standing right here, just before where the guardrail is broken to get that. That was some water. Here's some brimstone. I'm pretty sure the dog is sniffing for this ash. Apparently he is because he left it alone. There's some roots. Here's some ethanol. And at the upper corner here is some wax. So now we have some more ingredients, which is good. There are also ingredients in the palace area that I forgot to go to. I should have shown that off. Well, I'll show that off later and look for the stuff then. For now, let's go over here and fight off some new enemies and look for even more ingredients. We will be facing some of the sand spiders here, on our way to leveling stuff up. And he's just sniffing that. We won't be able to go over there until later. And this guy, it's a satyr. The guy's name is Dancing Fool, if I remember correctly. Yep. And he can be nasty if you're not careful. I can't believe that. Can't believe he spawned there. But yeah, he does that little weird, erratic movement that looks like dancing if you get remotely close to him. Thankfully, as long as you keep your distance a little bit, you should be able to do it. And take care of that guy once and for all. You get poisoned a lot. I'm gonna wait for that to wear off and then kill you. Like right now. You know, there aren't any rogues here, so I should be looking for... not only looking for alchemy ingredients, but also leveling up the sword for anything else that wants to fight me. Why did you do that, dog? Well, there's going to be a dancing fool here that I can do that with. If I can just hit him again. So, yeah, I no longer have to level up speed anymore, because at this point, once I'm reaching like the high teens, I guess, I'm at, what, level 17 now? Yeah, I'm at level 17. Yeah, I won't have to level it up anymore, so that's a lot more water that I can use for healing. And it's over here. There's some water. And there's some ethanol. There are some roots down here. If I know where to look. There we go. Charge up the sword again in case there are any more enemies. There has to be. Wait for this guy to pop up. Hit this guy. Hit this guy again. I wonder, could I be able to level this up to 3? At this rate? Not really. I'll probably have to fight off some more mad monks to do that, sadly. Did I get the brimstone over here? No, that's limestone, not brimstone. And there's the ethanol. No, I already got the ethanol. So now... go ahead and focus on hitting this guy. There we go. Yeah, I'm better off just charging up the sword for these things. There's a pit there. We actually can walk into it and fall down, but I don't really feel like doing that. I'll see what's over here, though. Well, we're definitely someplace different. Let's see what you can look for. Definitely find some bones there. And we're over here, so let's go ahead and look for some ingredients. There's some over there. Where am I? There's the dog. Trying to find the clay here. I can't find the clay anywhere exactly. There's the clay. And I believe down here... there should be something that we can find. Okay. This takes some doing, because there are some hidden ingredients here that we can use, if I can find them. If I can find them. I can never find them. There we are. There are the crystals. Okay. I was about ready to give up on that too. Now if I could just make my way out, that'd be great. There's some more wax. There should be some over there, I think. There are some roots. You really have to root for some of those ingredients there, but they can be found. And thankfully all you have to do is just go back to where you found the clay and then pop out of the trees from there. Can't carry any more limestone because I pretty much have 99 at this point. There's 3 parts bone. That guy looks totally different from all the rest. Definitely doesn't look like anybody in Nobilia. And wouldn't surprise me he was from Podunk. Apparently we look about as different as he does, and even he notices this. He knows we're not a pirate. He knows we're not some guy or person who's dressed like a Roman. And he figures it out. And here we meet Horace Highwater. He too is from Podunk, and he was also involved in the experiment in the mansion on the hill. I'm guessing that this is the world that he created. And so it is. He was the curator of the Natural History Museum in Podunk, and his areas of expertise was early civilizations. He was part of a big experiment on the match on the hill. Something went wrong. And we tell him about what we've seen of this world so far. And this is where we'll first hear of Professor Ruffleberg, or at least his name anyway. And you also hear for the first time about Miss Camellia Bluegarden, the librarian. I'm guessing she's in her world as well. And this is where the plot gets thickened out a little bit, because Horace Highwater suspects foul play. He doesn't know who would have sabotaged the experiment, but the conversation changes focus towards the Diamond Eyes. This is where the boy finds out about the new leader. And Horace Highwater suspects that this guy is up to something. He appeared a couple of weeks ago, took over Nobilia, and apparently Horace Highwater was forced to retreat over here to the other side of the bank. Horace Highwater will tell you that other people may be looking for the diamonds, and he suggests that you find them first and bring them back to him when he has both of them. He'll make sure they don't fall into the wrong hands. You'll find out where the diamonds are: the Hall of Cologne to the north, and the Great Pyramid to the south. We've already seen the entrance to the Hall of Cologne. We've dug pits to protect these sites from harmful intruders. That must have taken a lot of time if this guy only popped up weeks ago in one of the Diamond Eyes. I mean, it would have taken a lot longer than normal, or a lot less time than normal if they dug that pit near the Hall of Cologne, because that thing's huge. He also gives you the Revealer formula, which lets you see the hidden paths. You can walk on them without Revealer, but I wouldn't really recommend it, and you'll just be sent here. He also tells you about Madronius, who will give you this formula if you talk to him. And before you do talk to Madronius, be sure to talk to Horace again, because this is easy to miss. As a matter of fact, it's completely skippable. Turns out, Horace is able to practice magic, and he also gives you his call bead abilities. You may uncover other spells that I can use in your travels. Keep that in mind, because there are two that we're going to find, and if you didn't talk to Horace and get his call bead abilities, you eventually won't be able to at some point, and you won't be able to open the containers that carry them. So here's Horace, who is strangely wearing green, and we have Time Wart, which I'm pretty sure scales back damage that you probably just took. First Aid is a healing spell. Confound confuses enemies. I'm not going to be using any of those. I never do. Anyway, we talked to Madronius, who has studied with Horace for many years, and he doesn't seem to be very trustworthy of the new leader either. Tells you about the pits, And he also tells you about the Revealer formula, which we are going to equip. I'm going to take off Atlas. You can level that up if you want. It is going to take a lot of time. It is going to take a lot of jewels. I know H.C. Bailey did, and he got it like super powerful, but eventually you're not going to need it. But again, you can get rid of that if you, not get rid of it, but level it up if you want. And so I'm going to use Revealer, 2 parts ash, 1 part wax. And he counts on you to save the world, so let's go ahead and purchase some ingredients from him. We can get Brimstone from this guy. We don't have use for that, but we will later. And we finally have vinegar. Let's go ahead and stock up on that, because I want to use Stang so badly. He also tells you about his brother, who also happens to be an alchemist, and he has a hiding place in the Hav Colosia. We're definitely going to have to remember that for later, because we do want to find him. Check the walls. If you find him, he might help you. Oh, he definitely will help us. Also, we want to keep going over here to the fire pit here, because the dog keeps wanting to sniff it. And we also find some more brimstone here. Now, there should be some water somewhere around here. I think that's it. Maybe. I'm gonna see where the dog goes. Trying to see where the dog goes, and apparently you have to be facing up and touching like a tree branch that you can't see, or something like that, to get that water. And let's see here. There should be some vinegar there. And there should be some water in the trees nearby. It should be right here. Apparently you have to go down and touch a tree branch to get that, but it works. And now to get some ash, if we can get some ash. Should be here. Yep. You probably noticed some pixels change form to the left of me. That pretty much proves that you picked it up. Yeah, the game provides subtle clues on where the ingredients in the trees are, but they're kind of hard to spot unless you nearly know what you're doing. We're pretty much done here as far as alchemy is involved. Oh, and I forgot to mention the woman to the left of Horace. If you talk to her, she acts as an inn. You can save your game there. And I might as well go ahead and do that now, because we're getting pretty close to the 25-minute mark. 20 jewels, not necessarily going to need that, but I am going to save my progress here. So we did a little bit of exploring. We did a more story expansion and story progression than anything else here. So I kind of have to apologize for that. But there will be action in the next episode. Join me next time where I go to the Hav Colosia and find the first of the 2 Diamond Eyes. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!